Students, myself Miss Rachna Jain, Associate Professor, Department of English, Government PG College, Rajgarh, Alwar. Today in this video lecture, I am going to explain you the poem My Last Duchess, composed by Robert Browning. This poem is in the syllabus of BA Part 3rd English Literature, Paper 1st, Unit A. This is my 4th video lecture on this poem. First of all, I will tell you the context of these lines. The context is the Duke of Ferrara is a widower. His last duchess died recently and he wants to marry the daughter of the count. The Duke takes the messenger to his art gallery where there is a portrait of his last duchess. Duke points out the portrait to the messenger and tells him that he alone uncovered the picture and nobody else is allowed to do so. At this point, the Duke notices an inquiring look in the eyes of the messenger and at once understands that he wants to know the cause of the deep and passionate look in the eyes of the Duchess and proceeds to satisfy his curiosity. Sir, it was not her husband's presence only called that spot of joy into the Duchess' cheek. Perhaps Fra Pandolf chanced to say, her mental lapse over my lady's wrist too much. Or paint must never hope to reproduce the faint half flush that dies along her throat. Such stuff was courtesy, she thought, and cause enough for calling up that spot of joy. Now, I tell you the meaning of the word phrases which are difficult to understand. Called that spot of joy into the Duchess' cheek, brought that blush of happiness to the Duchess' cheeks. Chanced. Chanced means happened. Mantle. Mantle means a woman's loose cloak. Lapse over. Lapse over means covers. Paint must never hope to reproduce the faint half flush that dies along her throat. It is impossible to capture in painting the pinkish glow on the cheeks of the last Duchess portrait. So here, in response to the inquiring look of the messenger, the Duke tells him that the deep passionate look in the eyes of the Duchess does not result from a guilty love. She does not have any affection or attachment to the painter, because Duke did not give her any occasion to be unfaithful to him. Even the picture on the wall was done not by an ordinary artist but by a monk, and he was allowed only a single day to do it. He did not allow the monk any longer time, for he did not want to provide them any occasion for intimacy. This shows that the Duke is jealous by nature, and the poor Duchess could not have enjoyed the freedom of movement as the wife of such a man. In the portrait, the Duchess is shown to have a faint blush on her cheeks. So here the Duke explains to the messenger how that slight flush of joy came to her cheeks. He says that it was not caused merely by the pleasure she derived from the presence of her husband. As a matter of fact, she had a childish heart and was easily moved even by little acts of courtesy. For example, she would flush with joy and her cheeks would acquire a reddish glow if the painter happened to remark that her loose cloak or mantle covered her wrists too much, and so they looked very beautiful, as if he happened to remark that he could never hope to reproduce in the portrait that he was painting the faint reddish glow that shines on her white neck and throat. The poet means to say that the Duke was so jealous that he did not give more time to the painter to paint the portrait of his last Duchess. But his last Duchess was very childish by nature. If by chance the painter, due to courtesy, appreciated or praised the Duchess that her mantle covers her wrist too much, and because of this her wrists looked beautiful, or if he said that he was not able to paint the reddish glow, pinkish glow of her face into the portrait, these are nothing but the passing remarks. These are the simple compliments, but she thought means she took them seriously and would take such casual remarks as compliments. She would consider them as appreciation of her beauty, and so would blush with pleasure. So the Duchess, as a matter of fact, had a simple innocent nature, ready to appreciate even everything, and she was happy to hear the little acts of courtesy. She was easily pleased even by the trifles, but the Duke regards it as rather a childish on her part. Rather, in his opinion, she lacked in dignity. He would expect a more dignified and proper behavior from his second wife. So today in this video lecture, I have explained you the another stanza of the poem My Last Duchess. The remaining part of the poem I will explain you in the next video. Thank you for listening to my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.